That bud took weeks to form. And it just fell off before it even had a chance to open. If this is happening to your hibiscus right now, don't move the plant. Don't water it again. And do not add more fertilizer. Because the most common responses to hibiscus bud drop are exactly the things that make it worse. Hibiscus bud drop isn't random. It has 6 specific causes, and each one needs a different response. Most people treat them all the same way and end up losing every bud on the plant before they get it right. The truth is that hibiscus plants are not fragile, they're sensitive. There's a difference. And once you understand what they're responding to, keeping them in bloom becomes very straightforward. In this video I'll walk you through every cause of hibiscus bud drop, in order of how common each one is, and I'll show you the exact fix for each. And there's one cause coming up that almost nobody talks about, which can trigger complete bud drop overnight. That part is at cause 5, and if you've ever moved your hibiscus and lost all the buds soon after, this is what happened. Quick one before we get into it, if you grow hibiscus, or any flowering plant, and you want to actually understand why they do what they do instead of just guessing, hit subscribe. This channel goes deep on plant diagnostics from the root up. If this video helps your plant, hit like and share it, another hibiscus owner somewhere needs this right now. And drop a comment telling me, how many buds has your hibiscus dropped, and did it happen suddenly or gradually? Cause 1, and the most common cause of hibiscus bud drop, is inconsistent watering. Not overwatering. Not underwatering. Inconsistency. Hibiscus plants need a steady, reliable moisture level. They form buds during a period of consistent hydration, and when that hydration suddenly drops, even for a day or two, the plant interprets that as the beginning of drought stress and aborts the bud before it can open. Then you water again, the plant recovers, forms new buds, and then if you let it dry out again, those buds drop too. This is the cycle most people get stuck in without realizing what's happening. The fix: water your hibiscus before the soil dries out completely. Unlike succulents, hibiscus prefer to stay consistently moist, not waterlogged, but never bone dry either. Check the soil every 2 to 3 days during the growing season. When the top inch of soil feels dry, water thoroughly until it drains from the bottom. In pots, this typically means watering every 2 to 4 days in summer heat, more frequently in terracotta pots which dry out faster. Cause 2 is being root-bound, and this one is often hiding in plain sight. When a hibiscus has been in the same pot for 2 or more years, the roots eventually run out of space. At that point, the plant is competing with itself for water and nutrients. The fix: repot into a container one size up, roughly 5 to 8 centimeters wider than the current pot. Use a good quality potting mix designed for flowering plants. These typically have better phosphorus levels and drainage than general-purpose compost. Loosen the circling roots gently before planting to encourage outward growth. Water well after repotting and hold off on fertilizing for 4 weeks. The roots need time to settle into the new mix before they can absorb nutrients efficiently. Cause 3 is phosphorus deficiency, and this is the nutrient cause that most people get wrong. If you've been feeding your hibiscus a general-purpose nitrogen-heavy fertilizer, the kind marketed for leafy growth and green foliage, you may actually be making bud drop worse. Nitrogen pushes lush leaf production, which is great for vegetative plants. But hibiscus needs phosphorus to form and hold flower buds. Phosphorus is what the plant uses to build the cell structure of the bud itself. The fix: switch to a bloom fertilizer, one with a higher middle number in the NPK ratio, like October 30th, 20 or similar. The middle number is phosphorus. Apply at half the recommended strength once every 2 weeks during the growing and blooming season, and stop completely in winter when the plant isn't actively flowering. You should see new buds forming and holding within 3 to 4 weeks of switching. Cause 4 is insufficient light. Hibiscus are tropical plants evolved for full sun. They need at least 6 hours of bright light per day to flower well. In lower light conditions, the plant doesn't generate enough photosynthetic energy to sustain bud development from formation through to opening. The fix: move your hibiscus to the brightest position available. For indoor plants, this means a south or west-facing window with as much direct sun as the climate allows. If you can, move it outdoors in spring and summer. Hibiscus thrive in full outdoor light, and it's one of the fastest ways to reinvigorate a struggling indoor plant. Acclimatize it gradually to outdoor sun if it's been inside for a while, 1 to 2 hours of morning sun to start, increasing over 2 weeks. Cause 5, and this is the overnight bud drop cause I mentioned in the hook. Hibiscus plants are extremely stress sensitive when they're in bud. Moving the plant, even to a better spot, triggers an immediate reorientation response as the leaves adjust to the new light direction. Combined with the physical handling, this can cause complete bud drop within 24 to 48 hours of the move. The rule, and I want you to really hold on to this one, is that hibiscus in bud should not be moved. If you need to move your plant, do it before buds form or after they've opened. Once buds are visible and developing, keep the plant in exactly the same spot, away from air conditioning vents, cold windows, and exterior doors. Cause 6 is pest damage, and it's the cause most people don't think to check until significant damage has already happened. 3 pests specifically target hibiscus buds: spider mites, which leave fine webbing at the base of buds and on the undersides of leaves; aphids, which cluster at soft new growth and bud stems, sucking the sap that the bud needs to develop; and thrips, which are tiny and harder to see, but leave silvery streaking or distortion on buds and petals before they drop. All 3 cause the plant to either abort the bud directly or weaken the bud enough that it falls before opening. Aphids are visible to the naked eye, small, pear-shaped, in clusters. For treatment, neem oil solution applied every 5 to 7 days for 3 to 4 weeks clears all 3. For aphids, a strong blast of water first to knock them off, followed by neem oil, is the fastest approach. Let's close this out. 6 causes of hibiscus bud drop: inconsistent watering, by far the most common, being root-bound, phosphorus deficiency, insufficient light, movement and temperature shock, and pest damage. The fastest diagnostic shortcut: sudden drop of multiple buds at once, stress or moving. Gradual drop with yellowing at the base, nutrients or roots. Deformed or marked buds, pests. And the one rule to hold on to: hibiscus don't need perfect. They need stable. Stable water, stable light, stable position, and a bloom fertilizer instead of a general feed. Now I want to hear from you. Which of the 6 causes matched your hibiscus? Drop it in the comments, even just 'cause one, I've been letting it dry out completely, tells me you got something from this. I read and reply to every comment. And if this video helped, please share it. Someone's hibiscus somewhere is in exactly the same situation as yours was at the start of this video. Hit subscribe if you haven't. And if your hibiscus is making buds but just won't open them at all, the next video right up there is exactly what to watch next. See you in it.